What's up, everybody? How are you doing? Doksimon Michael here, and you're welcome to another brand new video. I know it's actually been a very long time, but we are back today on your screen to continue showing you great properties right here in Ghana that are up on the market for sale. So today we are inside East Legon Hills, right here in the greater Accra part of Ghana, to show you this beautiful, modern, 4-bedroom, technically, house right here, and it's listed on the market for 1.6 million Ghana cedis, approximately $200,000. But before we get started, you know how we do make sure to click the red subscribe button and be a part of this wonderful family. Without wasting much of your time, let's get started with today's video. So driving through this motorized gate, you are ushered to this spacious compound that can comfortably take about 2 or 3 cars. I mean, you can have 1 car here and you can have 2 cars parked here. And one beautiful thing I like about the compound is that you have a patch of greenery on this side, and of course you have you know, a place where you can put your standby generator or something right here. You realize that you've got a patch of greenery as well, all the way, stretching all the way to the back end of the property. And then you've got electric fencing all around the fenced wall, actually giving you a double security. You've got a security camera right here, okay? And if you take a very closer look at the compound floor, okay, I mean the compound, you realize that you have a terracotta, you know, a very marble type terracotta, which is actually beautiful. And if you look at the right wing of this property, you realize that you've also got a patch of assorted flowers with a touch of white pebbles or white stones just to beautify it. And I think that's a very beautiful touch, you know. And the walls of the fence wall is painted or cladded with graffiato, which is very nice. This is the modern type of, you know, paint finishes right here in Ghana, and that's a very beautiful thing. And I love the combination of the touch of gray and this more like an off-white, creamy white on the fence wall. And then you've got lights at the very gray intervals, you know, just to beautify the compound, and that's a very, very beautiful thing. Now let's take a walk at the back of the premises so you get to see what this house is got for us. But before that, let me just close the gate before we have an uninvited guest coming in. And I have to do that with the touch of this remote. Now let's take a walk on this side. So here is a patch of the greenery I mentioned earlier. You realize you have this floor like a slab, a square slab that actually leads you to the backyard area. Of course, you have a water reservoir right there. You've got a spacious backyard. Of course, you can see how spacious it is. To do 1 or 2 things. So the floor has been painted with a waterproof paint. All right. So now let's walk towards the right wing of the property, and then we can connect to the frontage. But before that, I just wanted to take note of this dry line right here. So now let's quickly take the right wing of the property, and then we get to enter the main building. I mean, I just love this little detail right here. So he used this to clad the piping and some other works that is behind it, actually beautifying the whole surface. It makes it looks a bit like it's flush and there's nothing there. And that's a very creative thing. I mean, I hardly see this in some of our properties that we've taught before, right? Dave, what do you think about it? I mean, what do you think about this?
I think, like you said, it's very creative, and then it even adds more beauty to the house. You know, the color of the painting also matches with the wall.
Oh, nice.
So it's a great thing.
Well, that's a nice detail, yeah? Okay, so apparently you have AC fixed in all the rooms, and these are the outdoor units of the AC. Okay, I love this patch of greenery right here. So bear in mind, these are not artificial carpet grass. This is a real natural organic carpet grass. All right. So if you take a very closer look at this beautiful facade, right? It's just beautiful. I mean, I like how simple it is with, you know, a color combination of that, a bit creamy, and then the touch of gray, and kind of like beautifying the whole thing. And then you have a glass balustrade on this end. Of course, you have your balcony up there. And that's a very beautiful thing, you know. Now, let's walk into the premises and get to see what this house has got for us. Walking past through this one single security Turkish door, you are now ushered to this beautiful, amazing, gorgeous looking living room area, okay? Which is about 20 square meter, quite spacious. And then you have these opaque blinds right here that kind of like, you know, close up the window right there, right? But I just don't want to open it because of the camera works. So you basically have two windows. You have one right there, and then you have another one right there, bringing in tons of natural daylight into this beautiful living area. If you take a very closer look to the ceiling, I mean up ahead of you, you realize that you have a very beautiful ceiling pattern. You have this drop down of this, you know, more like a kite shape, you know, right above the ceiling. And you have LED light just across, I mean, all through the drop down, which is actually beautiful. And you have this recessed light at a very vantage point, which is actually giving more beauty and more elegance to the living area as well, and throwing more artificial light onto the area. That's very beautiful, right? So this property comes furnished just the way it is right here. And then you've got your dining set right here, of course. And you have this beautiful, very comfortable L-shaped couch right here, and of course a single chair right there. And that's a very beautiful thing. I mean, I love everything about it. You know, like I said earlier, I mean, security has actually been considered. You have cameras all around the most important vantage points, even on the outside and on the inside. And if you look at where I'm pointing, you can see that there's a camera right there. And one of the things I love is this wall light that has actually beautified this space. And I think it's a very beautiful thing. So you've got this door opening up to the kitchen area, and right this door opens up to the powder room. And then here you have your service room where you house all these gadgets and all these things. But let's take a walk into the kitchen first and take a look at what we have right here. Wow. So you've got a very, you know, I mean, a quite spacious kitchen space, and you have a floor to ceiling cabinetry. You have lots of base cabinets on the ground level, and you also have tons of top cabinets. You have more storage space into your cabinet, so you don't have things lodging around. I think that's a very beautiful thing. So you have a very modern faucet right here with a very beautiful sink, seamlessly built into the worktop. This is a granite worktop. It can last you for years. If you look at the surface of it, it's kind of like sparkling, there's some sparkle on top of it. And that's a very beautiful thing, and I think I like it. You know, if you look right here as well, you see the same granite top or worktop has actually been made to face through all the space, and it has been cladded with a touch of this wood, you know, right here, which is almost the same thing as what we have here on the top cabinet. And that's a very, very beautiful thing. So all the cabinets basically have some doors, you know, just to make sure that your things are, you know, safe and protected. You've got of course, you've got your microwave right here, and you have your oven and grill right here. You have your gas cooktop right here, and of course your hood or your heater strapped up. And you've got your fan, you've got your AC. And one beautiful thing I also need you to take a look at is that you've got the sports light here, which is, you know, which is not like a regular traditional kitchen design or layout out there, of course. Basically, most of the kitchen just have recessed light or some light in the middle. But this, of course, you have your sports light, you know, throwing its light onto the cooking area. And that's a very, very beautiful thing. And then you've got this door right here leading you to the backyard. So this is your second exit door from the kitchen, leading you to the backyard area. And before we exit the kitchen, let me show you something. You know, boom, right here you get to put your wine, just some small wine rack where you get to put about 8 bottles of wine right here. I think that's a very nice thing.
Yeah.
Because you have some space right here. Actually beautifying it. Damn, I just love it. It's nice. So now let's continue our tour. Let me show you the powder room Wow, one beautiful thing I noticed before you get into the powder room is this beautiful painting right here. I think every space in this building has actually been maximized. They are just not left to bare, and that's a very, very beautiful thing. So you're getting value for your money. So here you've got your powder room, okay? You have your sink, and then you have your WC as well. All of them quite modern and with a very beautiful touch. Very nice. I love it. And then right here you've got your service room. I mean, here you get to put your IT things, you know. Instead of looking for a place to store them, you get to put them right here. Beautiful living room, right? So drop in the comment what you think about this living room, what you think about this living room. Personally, I love it, and I think Dave also likes it well.
I love it. I love the design. It's simple and creative.
So let's continue our tour. Let me walk you to the top. If you look here, you realize that you have this, you know, wall lights throwing some light onto the stairway, so you don't miss your steps when you're climbing up here. So climbing up the staircase, you are now ushered to this landing area that you can convert into a mini sit-up area or a mini family area, which is quite spacious enough to have all about 2 or 3 people, right? And so you basically have 3 rooms up on this level, and then you've got a boys' quarters or a maid's quarters on the ground level, but on the back of the house. Okay, so this door ushers into the master suite, and then you have your standard rooms out there. But before we talk about what is here, let us take a very closer look at the balustrades. You see you have this modern silver shining balustrades, okay, nicely built onto the tiles, the floor, and it's very beautiful, complementing the color of the tiles as well as the color of the wall, which is white. Silver has a way of beautifying white, and I think that's a very beautiful thing. So you have this balustrade here, you also have the balustrade here, and one thing that I noticed, which is beautiful, is that you have a curved turn on the staircase right here, and climbing up here, you realize that you have a landing area with just a step ahead, which is kind of like giving you, an opportunity to rest whilst you're climbing the staircase. That's a very good thing. In case you are aging, you don't have to just go straight flight. You have the opportunity to rest a bit as you climb onto the first level. And I think it's a very thoughtful thing. I love this chandelier right here. It's very beautiful and modern. Glass, more like a glass block with a light at the tip of that. And that's a very, very beautiful thing. You have your LED lights also on the ceiling level, which is very, very beautiful. You haven't seen this in traditional building. Now let's continue our tour. Let me show you the 2 standard rooms. Then we're going to show you the master bedroom or the primary bedroom later on in the course of the video. So this door opens up to one of the standard rooms on the first level. Okay, so the room is about 13.5 meters square, and then you've got your bathroom right here. Of course, your bathroom and your WC right here. One of the things I like about the room basically is that you have a combination of 2 colors. You have wine on this side, a little bit darker wine color on this side, and you have a white on that side, and that's actually complementing each other. I love the simple ceiling. You have your ceiling fan, and you've got your AC as well. You have 2 windows bringing in natural daylight, cladded or closed with these opaque blinds, right? So you've got your floor to ceiling inbuilt closet space, to put in your personal belongings, right? And that's a very beautiful thing, okay? One of the things that, you need to consider about building is that you need to be able to have enough storage so you can store your personal things, so you don't clamp the whole space with, 1 or 2 things. And I just love this, this little touch right here. You don't get to see it in the normal traditional closet, and that's a very beautiful thing. Now let's continue our tour to the other room on this side. Okay. So this door opens up to the bedroom 2 on the first level. You realize that it's quite the same layout. Quite beautiful. You have this simple bed right here. Of course, you've got your 2 windows bringing in natural daylight, but of course cladded with an opaque blinds. And then I'll come there later. So this door opens up to the your bathroom, your WC as well. Okay. Whoa, I just love this wall clock. Nice. Very nice. Now on this side of the room, you've got your floor to ceiling closet area. You have the top closet up there, and then you've got, you know, the bigger ones here where you get to hang your clothes and your dresses and all that. And of course, down here you get to put your one or two things. I mean, I don't know what you intend to put there, but of course, you know what to do there. I mean, everything about this room is just beautiful, simple, and then it speaks of class. I just love the painting, I love the neatness, I love the little detail that the developer actually put in here to make sure that everything turned out so beautiful. Now let me take you to the master suite. Okay, we are reserving the best for the last. So welcome to the master suite. All right, so you've got a space of about 17-18 meters square, which is quite spacious, bigger than normal traditional standard rooms, of course. And you have this beautiful simple bed right here. You've got some nice tables right there. So you basically have two windows, of course, closed with curtain blinds, of course. All right there to throw in natural daylight into the premises, and that's a very beautiful thing. You've got your air conditioning, and you've got your ceiling fan, and you have this basically almost a wall-to-wall closet and a floor-to-ceiling closet space, and then you've got this beautiful open rack right here that, of course, you can get to put some of your things and all that. And you have the bigger ones where you can get to hang your things, and of course, the same layout, the same design from the other rooms being imported here. And I think there's a very, very nice touch as well. So you have a shade of a darker wine color here, complementing the predominating white on the other side of the wall. That is very beautiful, and the floor tiles was carefully sought and selected. It's actually complementing the blinds. Wow, everything here is just beautiful. I mean, I just love it. Right now, on this end, ushers you or takes you to the bathroom area. Alright, so this is how beautiful and simple you've got your bathroom. You know, like I said, this is a very beautiful house, and then I just love everything about it. I love the fact that they kind of like, you know, blessed it up with a touch of lights and beautiful things and shades of colors, and even as well as your opaque blinds and all that. Everything about this property is extremely beautiful. Wow. So that brings us to the end of this beautiful 4-bedroom house tour located inside East Legon. So if you're interested to acquire this beautiful modern 4-bedroom, just kindly contact the numbers that you see on your screen, or you can check the description for more details. If you're not subscribed to the channel, just kindly click the red subscribe button and be a part of this wonderful family. Until next time, stay blessed and catch you on our next episode.